Hello everyone, this is lesson 6, and in this lesson we're building bigger fractions, but staying within one whole. So you'll see kind of what I mean as we go through there. So let's look at number 1. It says to complete the number sentence. Estimate to equally partition each strip and shade the answer. So it gives us the fraction it wants us to look at, 2/3. So they broke it into this number of pieces, 1, 2, 3, and they shade, let me get my highlighter here, they shade this number, okay? This number is how many of those 3 pieces is shaded, okay? That is what this lesson's about, okay? We're no longer working with just a 1 in that top spot, the numerator spot. These are bigger fractions, okay? So let's try the next one. 3/4. Well, we have the word fourth. That tells me I need 4 total pieces. So I'm going to break it in half first, then break these two into halves themselves. And now I've got fourths. How many do I highlight or color? This number right here. So I'm going to shade in. And again, I'm just going to kind of go back and forth to my colored pieces so you can actually see them. Okay, there's my 3 pieces I'm shading. That's it. So it's a matter of understanding what do each of these numbers tell us, or each of these pieces of the fraction tell us. Okay, so now we write it as a number. 3 on top and 4 on the bottom. That is what this picture shows. Okay, and if we want, we can add the unit fraction to each of these. That's 1 section out of 4. Okay, let's do the next one. 3/7. So this number, or this word, tells me I need 7 sections. Not the easiest thing to draw. So we're going to do our best, though, to make this 7 sections. So we're going to draw 6 lines. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each one of these is 1/7. I'll go ahead and write that in now. And how many do I have to shade? 3. So I'm going to get a new color here and fill in 3. And then I'm going to write my fraction. 3 are shaded over the total number of pieces, which is 7. So if you notice, 3/4 means 3 sections here are shaded, just like this 3/7 means 3 are shaded. But look how different the amount of space is that those 3 pieces take up. Interesting relationship you might notice. All right, letter C, 4/5. So I'm going to make 5 sections. These odd numbers are little hard. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so label my unit fractions. And now I need to color in 4. So I'm going to get another color. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then to show that fraction, you may have already done it, 4/7. And the last one, 2/6. All right, good. An even number. I like those better. So I'm going to divide it in half and then make each section into 3 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each one is 1/6. And I need to shade 2. So here's my 2. So my fraction is 2/6, or 2/6. Very pretty. All right, number 2. Mr. Stevens bought 8 liters of soda for a party. His friends drank 1 liter. What fraction of the soda did his guests drink, and what fraction of the soda was left? Well, we can do this type of picture to show what's going on here. So if the rectangle represents the whole 8 liters. They said their friends drank 1 liter, so let's just break each section here into 1 liter. We need 8 sections then for the 8 liters. So I'm breaking it in half, breaking each of those in half, and then I'm breaking each of those in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the whole thing is 8 liters, right? His friends drank 1 liter. So I'm going to write drank in that one. You could color it in either way, but I think this is a nice way to keep it clear on what they drank. And you might do this as you get older with your tape diagrams and pictures. So what fraction of the soda did his guests drink? Well, they drank 1 out of a total of 8, or 1/8 of a liter. So we're going to add that capital L to show our unit of measure, which is liters. What fraction of the soda was left? Well, that's all this. Okay, so I might shade that in since that's a big piece. And I don't want to write left over in each one of those. So this is faster. So how many pieces are yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of a total of 8. The total number of pieces always goes on the bottom. Always, always. All right. Let's go to the next page. We have to fill in a chart here. So they gave us a sample, this top circle. We have to fill in the total number of equal parts, total number of shaded equal parts, what the unit fraction is. Remember, that just means there's a 1 on top, and the fraction that's shaded. So here there were 4 equal parts, 3 were shaded. That's where this comes from. One of those parts is called 1/4, and the fraction shaded tells us to put this 3 on top and this 4 on the bottom. Okay, so 3 comes from here, 4 comes from here. All right, so let's do letter A. Total number of equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unit fraction. Okay, that's always going to be 1 over the total number of parts, which I just counted was 9. The shaded parts, I had 5 shaded out of a total of 9, or 5/9 is how we say that. All right, now letter B now. I don't want to get rid of my headings there. How many equal parts do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an unusual design there. How many are shaded? 1, 2, 3. The unit fraction is 1 out of a total of 7 pieces. The shaded fraction is going to be 3. That's what I got here, out of 7, or 3/7. And letter C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 are shaded. So my unit fraction is always 1 over the total, which was 5 pieces. And my shaded part are those 4 pieces out of a total of 5. Couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes with these fractions, it helps to maybe put a dot in the picture. When it's shaded, you might not see it. So sometimes I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That way I know I've counted each section and I haven't double counted any or skipped any. How many are shaded? 2. Unit fraction is 1 over the total of 6. Shaded fraction are my shaded pieces over my total pieces. That's that same 6. And then the last one. Don't let this confuse you. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. How many are shaded? 8. What is the unit fraction? That's just one of them, so it's 1/8. How many are shaded? 8/8. for some reason, when everything's shaded, sometimes people get a little bit worried about it. But just use those same steps that we followed for all the rest of them. All right. Looks to be that that is the end of the problem set. So this lesson was all about building fractions bigger than one unit fraction. And so I hope that gives you enough practice to get started on your homework. Go ahead and do that.